And I tell you that whatever you see today in the Western Hemisphere about the advancements of science, as you trace it, you see the origin has started in the Islamic world. But what happened to us? That we gave up. We lost persistence. But what happened with them, while they have been encouraged and they kept up moving, due to what? Due to exploration. They came to our lands, they explored us, they learned from us, and then they came back and adopted their new system. In the Middle Ages, Europe used to live in darkness, while we had an Islamic Renaissance, where the Islamic scientists have advanced in every field of science. But what has happened? Because we have given up. We started to be self-centered. We thought that others are barbaric and nothing to learn from them. It's just useless to go and study others because we have everything. At that time, it was the point of regression that we started to regress. And that time, the West has started to move. You see the cataloging of the Holy Quran. You know, if you want to search an ayah nowadays, there is a book called Al-Mu'jam al-Mufahras. You grab that catalog and open the catalog based on alphabetical order. They list the ayat. The origin, the one who has originated this, the founder of Mu'jam al-Mufahras, the one that is based on this Mu'jam al-Mufahras that we have, was an Orientalist, was a German guy under the name of a Flugel. This man has established Al-Mu'jam al-Mufahras for our Holy Quran. The Quran tells us go and find science, learn knowledge, while others come and do this beautiful service for us. That I am the Muslim, when I want to search for an ayah, I have to go to the Westerner, open the book and find the ayah, and come back and find it in the Holy Quran. That was done by a guy's name, Flugel. And his book, Mu'jam al-Mufahras, used to be called Nujum al-Quran fi atraf Nujum al-Furqan fi atraf al-Quran. That has happened a couple centuries ago. A German guy wrote this book. According to an Orientalist, his name is Edward Said. Have you heard of Edward Said? Edward Said used to be the greatest Orientalist of all time. According to him, from the period of 1800 to 1950, meaning in a period of 150 years, there were 66,000 books have been written in Europe about Islam and Middle East. 66,000 books in 150 years. Divide 150 years by 66,000 books. See how many books have been written per year. Basically, for every day there are 4 or 5 books have been written about Middle East. This is how much interest they had in our culture. How much they wanted to learn. And how many Arabic books have been translated to their languages. But in reverse, look how many books are translated, for example, from English to Arabic or Persian. If from the time of Ma'mun used to be in 280 Hijri, about 1200, less than 1200 years. Since then, the books that have been translated from English or Latin to Arabic, up to now, up to 1980, they are not more than 15,000 books. While every year in Spain, amount of books that get translated from English to Spanish are 15,000 books. 1,200 books are 1,200 years equal 1 year in Spanish calendar. That's how many books are translated in Spanish, while only that much books, 15,000 books, are translated from English to Arabic. We have, in the Arabic world I'm speaking, For every 1 million people, there are only 5 books are translated from English to Arabic. While in Spain, for every 1 million, there are 920 books are translated from English to Arabic. I'm sure many of you have been in Arabic and Islamic state. Have you ever seen somebody who grabs the books and read a book? If he reads a book, they tell him there's something wrong with you. You know, are you okay? What has happened to you? So strange. Wasting time on the telephones, on watching TVs, on chat rooms, on all of those. But when it comes to book, nobody buys a book. Nobody even cares to buy a book. That's why you see that the West have advanced so much. Even after September 11th. Do you know, brothers and sisters, how much was the rush from the American societies, rush to the bookstores to buy Quran, to read Quran, just to see what has happened in Quran, what is stated in Quran? Now ask from myself, and I am sure all of you, maybe couple, have we ever read the Bible? I myself, I should admit, shamefully, that I never read the Bible. I only take some excerpts. Whenever I want to condemn the Christianity, or whenever I want to take a negative point, then I go and open the Bible and read the Bible. Do we know about anything about the Bible? They know so much about us, but we know so little about them. The time that we started to know where America is and where Europe is when they came and invaded us. During the colonial time. At that time we recognized that there is another entity called West, called Europe, have come and have conquered us. But before that we had no idea. We're completely careless and indifferent about others. Even those people who are living in this country. How many of you participate in other people's congregations? No. I'm talking about myself. I used to live in the US for 17 years. Not even one day, maybe I had a class assignment, and that was world religion, that the teacher has forced us to go and listen to other congregations. At that time I went to church. But by myself, do I ever go to church? No. I was amazed the other day by my younger brother, Brother Yasser. He told me that the hijab is written in Bible. The decree of hijab. The Bible says that women should cover their head. I was so surprised to the point that I did not even believe him at the beginning. So can you bring me the reference? You brought me the reference. Isn't that shameful for someone like me, for being so many years here in this country, not reading the Holy Bible of the biggest community in the West? We are all like this. We don't like strangers. We don't like to know about them, while you see they are so knowing about us. The other day, somebody brought us a book about Shi'ism in the US. And not only about Shia, specifically about those people who lived in Karbala from 1970 and they transferred to Iran and Kuwait and Bahrain up to 1989. Specifically about our group, about my family. Somebody that we don't know, she is a French author writing so specific book about our own community that me, myself, don't have that much information. And that book becomes a